Okay, hello again. This video is the second video of section 4.1, and we're going to look at two more examples of graphing sine and the cosine functions. So here, my example says find the amplitude, period, step, and graph the function over two periods. First one that we're going to look at is y equals 3 sine half x. Okay, 1/2 x. So again, comparing it to the original sine function, we'll find a and b here. So we will say the amplitude is the absolute value of 3, which it is 3, period, is 2 pi over b. b is 1/2, right? So this will be 2 pi divided by 1/2, and that will be 4 pi. And the period for this function is 4 pi, and the step is 4 pi divided by 4, and that will be 1 pi. Now let's graph this function. And remember, we want to graph it over two periods. So we'll go one period to the right, one to the left. And since the amplitude is 3, so my graph will go up to 3 and down to -3. Okay, it's the y-axis, x, and let's mark or label the angles here on the x-axis. And since we said the step is pi, so I'm going to go by multiples of pi until 4 pi. So first we'll do pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, and 4 pi. And here where I am going to stop because I want to show the graph up to this point, 4 pi. And on the other side, I will go -pi, -2 pi, -3 pi, and -4 pi. Okay. Plugging in these values of x each time here, and then find the sine for the angle, and then multiply it by 3. So for the first one, when the angle is 0, I'm going to plug in a 0 here, times 1/2, that's still a 0, sine 0 is 0, times 3, that's a 0. For pi, you will find that the sine is 3. As we said, it goes from 0 to a, and a is 3 for this example. And at 2 pi, sine will be 0 in this case. And 3 pi, it will go down to -3. And when x is 4 pi, plug it in here, times 1/2, find s, and times 3, that will give you a 0. Okay, on the other side, when 0 is still 0, when it's a -pi, it will go down to -3. And when it's -2 pi, this will go to 0. Sine will be 0. And for -3 pi, it will be a, which it is 3. And for -4 pi, sine will again be 0. Okay, these are all my points. Go ahead and connect them. x, and we're going down this way. Okay, and here is my sine function graph for this y equals 3 sine 1/2 x. Okay, next let's look at another one. We will do a cosine function this time. So here is number 2. We'll do y equals -2 cosine pi x. Okay, so let's look at the amplitude is absolute value of -2, and that is a 2. And the period is 2 pi over b. B is pi in this case, right? So period will be 2, and the step is the period divided by 4, so that's 2 divided by 4, and that will give me 1/2. Okay. And when I graph and label my x values, I'll start with 1/2. Right? So here is x and y axes, and since the amplitude is 2, so I know my graph will be between 2 and -2. And as we said, we're going to mark multiples of 1/2, so that will be 1/2, 1 and 1/4. I'm sorry, 3 over 2, 3 over 2, and 2. So it's like we're adding 1/2 each time. And on the left side, this will be -1/2, -1, 3 over 2 negative, and -2. See, this is one period from 0 to 2, and here is the other period from -2 to 0. Taking these values of x, plug it in here in the function, then multiply by pi, take the cosine of it, multiply by -2 will give you the cosine function each time. And remember, since this is negative, my graph will be like upside down, flipped over. So instead of starting here, I will start down here. So my first point when x is 0, this will be -2. We'll go up to here. When x is 1, the cosine will be 2, and when it's 3/2, cosine will be 0 again, and when it is 2, x is 2, cosine will go down to negative. And on the other side will be 0 here, so it will go up to 2, go back to 0, and go all the way down to -2. Okay, now I have all the points. I can connect them to have my cosine graph. And it should look like this. Okay. That's all what I have for this video. Have a nice day.